Hello there, YouTube viewers. This is Bible Believer 2009 with yet another video, another day living in the New World Order as we're going into it. In tonight's video, I wanted to do a review on CMT's new show, Party Down South. Apparently, this show is I've seen the previews of it, and it kind of looks like a version of the Real World, you know, like on MTV. Except this is with a bunch of teenagers down south, apparently living in the same house or something. I don't know, something along those lines. And they show them partying, drinking, having all kind of fornication and sleeping around with each other, getting into drunken brawls. One girl on there was so drunk she couldn't even spell the word taxi on the previous. I mean, you can tell she was impaired. She spelled it T-A-X-Y instead of T-A-X-I. And so basically, and I have to say this, I don't even need to watch the show. The preview spoke for itself. They had enough footage on there of the drunkenness and the immorality. I don't even want to bother watching this garbage. Shame on you, CMT, the country music station, for producing this garbage and putting it on air and proving, and basically. And they're aiming this show at teenagers who'll be watching this and will be encouraged that this kind of self-destructive, immoral behavior is okay. And it just proves my point once again that and what you see with these teenagers, again, is a generation of young people who have been brainwashed in the public schools with evolution and secular humanism, and they've been manipulated and mind controlled by the mainstream media and the government-controlled media and the entertainment that basically bombards them with filth and garbage and immorality, brainwashing them with the new immorality. And so basically it's made to look like it's okay to go out and party, be a slut, be a drunk, be a lush, go out there, smoke some pot and whatever it is they do. I mean, and I really feel like these teenagers on this show are being totally and completely, used and abused on this show. They're being exploited. Because these kids, they get up there, and I guarantee you the producers of the show, they'll stage things and everything like that to make these kids look like even more idiots than they already look like. And these kids are being basically being trashed, and they're made to look trashy and raunchy. And I mean, is this really what we consider entertainment nowadays? This is garbage, that we're spoon-fed on the media. I mean, do you really want your teenager watching this crap and emulating this crap? Going out and let's get drunk. I mean. And the girls, and one guy on there on the preview, he's like, I'll hook up with anybody. And the term hook up nowadays, it means sex. When you hook up with somebody, it means you want to, do something you shouldn't be doing with them. And you could just see, it's just so disgusting to me. It makes my skin crawl to see it. And all these teenagers are going to watch this show and go, yeah, man, this is cool. I mean, it's just like MTV. I mean, is this really CMT? Country music channel. They're supposed to be halfway family friendly, and this is the garbage. This is that they're going to. They actually want to go in the gutter with MTV. I'm gonna stop. I'm just gonna boycott anything CMT. I tell you, man, this is disgusting. It just disgusts me. But again, it goes to show we're in a cultural decline, and it's intentional because the people who control your mainstream media, your global elite, your offshore bankers and everything like that, they're using that to dumb down the public. That's what you ever notice how ignorant and trashy this entertainment is. And by the way, I got to say this, as somebody from down south who's actually educated, I had an excellent grade point average in school. I read books constantly, and I'm from the South. Not everybody from the South is a bunch of uneducated hicks. Okay, and they always portray people from the South that way. Okay, and they use these people and people from the South. They go along with this kind of entertainment, and they glorify it. And basically, people wonder why people automatically assume people from the South are that way. Okay, it seems to me, why stereotype yourself? I mean, you figure Southern people want to distance themselves from a trashy show like this. It's kind of like Larry the Cable Guy. That guy is nasty, foul-mouthed. He doesn't represent most people from the South. Anyway, I mean, we're not a bunch of dumb, slow-talking. My goodness. I know a lot of people from the South that are quite educated. My grandfather, born and raised in the South. This man, he was young. Younger days was in the 30s. This man has got a huge bookshelf. That man is smart as a tack. My grandpa Wilkinson, who was a Baptist minister, our pastor at our church, this man has a huge library. He's got college degrees. I mean, this man is educated from head to toe, man. One of the most smartest guys on the Bible you never want to meet. This, everybody I know from the South are smart and intelligent people. It makes me sick that they portray Southern people that way. Because, and you know what it is? It's an attack on the South and our values. Because in the South, they say it's the Bible Belt because we believe in the Bible. We kept our moral principles. And one of the biggest reasons for the Civil War was a clash in values between the North and the South. The South, we still believed in the Bible. It was the Word of God. Fundamental Christianity, we just believed the Bible. We lived the Bible. Up north, though, you started having the liberalism come in. The churches up north, and the universalism and everything like that. But in the South, basically, we've been demoralized in the South, dude, ever since the Civil War. And we have been slowly losing our values. I mean, you just see the change in culture in the South now. They're just attacking our values, and those Christians who speak out, like Phil Robinson, they're persecuted and everything else like that. And if you're from the South and you're a Christian, boy, no, they hate you, they don't like you. And that just seems to be. But then they turn around and glorify shows like this Party Down South or whatever. I mean, I guarantee you, a lot of real teenagers don't live that way. Like to show the real world. They may think, oh yeah, this is partying every day, all night long. It's reality, and it's not. They make this behavior of partying and living immorally and doing these self-destructive behaviors and just acting like a bunch of demons, man, like a bunch of devils. They just make that look like that's supposed to be a normal thing for teenagers to do. Yeah, this is quite normal for teenagers. Yeah, go teenager, go out there and go have some premarital sex, get pregnant, have an STD, and while you're at it, get drunk, smoke some pot. And we parents seem to be okay with this. These are self-destructive behaviors. These kids are getting into trouble. It's causing real drama. And these shows like Party Down South, they'll never show the consequences of all this unprotected sex they're doing on the show, all the drinking. Okay, they're not going to show the guy bend over the porcelain toilet in the morning, throwing his guts up, or that girl when she gets that pregnancy test back. They're not going to show that on that show. They're not going to show on there where they have to go to the doctor because they've been having some symptoms, and they come to find out, oh yes, I'm sorry. Son, I'm sorry, young lady, you have AIDS, you have gonorrhea. Oh, they're not going to show that on these shows like that. Oh, no. They just make it look good. Let's party, yeah. And that's what Satan makes sin. Satan, he loves to make sin look good. Like it's fun. He ain't going to show you the consequences. Like those old smoking commercials they used to have back in the day where they have the man, he'd have the smoking Camels, and he'll have all the babes on the beach, or them drinking commercials, and they'll show the young guys, and they got all the women because they got the Bud Light, and make sin. Oh, it's all fun, it's glamour, it's glitz. Ooh, you're not cool if you're not drinking and smoking pot. But they'll never show the real life devastating consequences, and they're leading so many teens into suicide, into prison. Leading them into hell because they die without Christ. They die because of suicide. They die because of the drugs. They die because they get in a car accident because they're too stupid to realize they shouldn't go out drinking and driving. They die because of AIDS and other STDs. Or like they have to spend a lifetime of suffering because of it. So, many girls. By the way, you wonder why all these babies are being aborted? Maybe it's because we're encouraging our young teenage girls to go out and act like a bunch of whores, like a bunch of sluts, and then we wonder why we get all these unwed teenage pregnancies going on. Could it be the entertainment they're watching? I don't know. Like on these teen shows, these teen dramas now that shows them everybody's having sex with everybody, and it's okay, normal teenage stuff. Like shows like MTV, which I think MTV is trash. It should be shut down. I'm starting to wonder about CMT. Shows like Real World and this Party Down South show it glorifies all this. Oh my gosh. Could it be because these teenagers are watching this trash and they think it's normal behavior and they want to emulate their heroes and And then you got the celebrities, the celebrity singers, and the actors and the actresses these teenagers look up to. Big example, Miley Cyrus. I keep talking about her, but I just recently seen something on her. Like one of her latest videos, she's glamorizing the use of hard drugs like marijuana, cocaine. What do they call that stuff? Angel dust, or no, wait. It's some kind of stuff, man. It's this new. She's basically promoting heavy drug use, having sex with everybody, and these teenagers actually love her for it. Excuse me. So, parents, why would you let your kids idolize people like that who basically are losers? They're destroying their own lives. You can see that. Look at Amanda Bynes. My gosh, she just about destroyed herself. Had to go to rehab because of drugs. Oh, and Justin Bieber. Let's talk about Justin Bieber, a little twit. He's just a little punk, and these girls. Oh, I love Justin Bieber. Oh. The police are coming to his house because he's throwing eggs at his neighbors. Then they find a guy with cocaine in his house. You mean I'm not buying it if Justin Bieber is going to say, "Well, I didn't know that cocaine was in there. I didn't know you had cocaine." Yeah, sure, Justin. Yeah. I bet he's up in there snorting that stuff with the other guy there. So I guarantee the police will investigate and get to the bottom of that. I'm looking forward to see what comes out on that. Because I'm just, oh my gosh, these are the pieces of garbage, the pieces of trash that you let influence your kids. Let's talk about Katy Perry. Promotes lesbianism. Okay, says I kissed a girl. She's singing songs like I kissed a girl. Supposed to be a Christian girl. Her parents ought to be ashamed of themselves, man, for not doing more to prevent her from turning out like that. She promotes that openly. Then you got Lady Gaga. Where are my manners? When she does gag me every time I look at her. I think I would rather look at a pail of vomit than have to stare at. I'm sorry, just because Lady Gaga, she's promoting lesbianism, bisexuality. Oh my gosh, and she's promoting. And by the way, I went on her Facebook page only because I go and research these trends, so I know what's going on. Research, and there are preteen girls on her Facebook page. She calls them her monsters or her little monsters or something like that. There's preteen girls being influenced by a piece of garbage like that. Okay. And you go on, and by the way, all these little preteen girls that look up to Miley Cyrus, drug use. She promotes now. It's coming out from one of Rex's bodyguards that she's been having sex with boys, girls, anything. I guess anything that has 2 legs. She's a slut. And I really think a lot of these celebrities, man, it's their controller. I really believe, man, you have to sell your soul to make that kind of money in your entertainment industry, because it's all run by your global Illuminati. They're a bunch of Satanists, devil worshippers. And pretty much you got to sell your soul to them, man, and be controlled by them, man, to get that money and that wealth. And you do what you're told, or your little secrets get exposed, And that's what's going on, dude. This country's being taken over, man, by Satanists, devil worshippers. I'm telling you. And they're influencing the media and all that. Oh my gosh! And let's talk about Marilyn Manson. Oh, that guy is a creep. He is a piece of garbage. He is trash. He is a low-life piece of filth. This man, he is a priest in the High Church of Satan. He openly holds concerts where he rips up Bibles, holds altar calls for Satan, mocks Jesus, tells the kids, kill your parents, kill Jesus. Sells T-shirts. I said it too, by the way. I seen one video of this guy. He had a big pipe in his hand, telling the kids they need to use a big pipe on their parents. Yeah, real good role model right there. Yeah, but of course I know I will have my naysayers. They're gonna get on here and attack me. I'm dumb. I'm stupid. I'm a dumb redneck. Or they'll probably make fun of my teeth like some of my other videos, or they'll say that I'm uneducated. Or they'll call me a fascist for simply or say that I'm being overly fundamental. I'm an extremist. I'm a fanatic. I'm a homophobe. I'm a hater. But probably because you people out there, you know who you are, who will attack me on this video. You know I'm telling you the truth. You know what I'm saying is right. But you love your sin more than you love God. You love your sin more than you love the truth. And ergo, you are given over to a strong delusion. So, you delude yourself. There's nothing normal about what's going on in this country today, in our media, in our public schools, in our homes, our families. We're under a demonic, satanic assault in this country. Excuse me. And by the way, and these rock stars openly admit that their music does influence these kids. that the entertainment does influence them. They admit it. I've seen video of big singers and stuff, and they admit they're trying to influence your kids. And you hear the messages in the songs: rebel against your parents, go party, have, you know. In fact, by the way, let's talk about Ozzy Osbourne. Man, I can talk about a bunch of them, man. Ozzy Osbourne promotes Satanism, drug use. They actually had enough. Some network actually had enough. I think it was VH1 or MTV gave him a show where they show him and his family, and they're cursing and swearing and living like a bunch of devils anyway. And that's supposed to be quality entertainment. Watching him go, Sharon, and bleep, 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 bleep. Yeah, that's real quality entertainment right there. Another piece of trash that influences young people. Oh, and he put out, this guy here, him and Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath, they put out a song talking about how good it is to commit suicide. And there was teenagers who would listen to that song, and they would do exactly what the song was telling them to do. Yeah, commit suicide. And that's what the song was saying over and over again. Okay, they would find teenagers hanging themselves and committing suicide. And when the police would find them, or the parents would find them, that song would be playing. I can't remember the name of the song, but all it is talking about committing suicide. Oh, it is influencing them, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, and by the way, Klebold and the two shooters at the Columbine massacre, they were listening to a heavy metal band. I can't remember the name of it. It's some German band, Rammstein, I think. And they had a song about going in and taking guns into a schoolyard, shooting up the schoolyard. Here's Rammstein singing this song about doing that, and lo and behold, these two idiots, these two lost, demonized teenagers, did exactly what the song was telling them to do. And then Rammstein has enough nerve to come out and say, well, no, we encourage love and beauty. Yeah. Here's any of their music. It just sounds demonic. But yeah, singing about taking a gun into a schoolyard, that's loving and that's artistic according to Rammstein. They're a bunch of low-life pieces of trash. Okay? Your son or daughter may have one of their CDs in their room. If you need to bust it. But basically, parents, you need to be more astute and discerning about what your kids are listening to, about what they're into. Be aware of it. Before you buy your son that CD or that DVD or that video game. I can go into detail about video games like Grand Theft Auto, Gods of War, all these, where you're chopping off heads, stealing people's cars. And Grand Theft Auto, man, you can go in and you can actually use a hooker in this game, a prostitute, stealing cars, shooting police, and going on a crime spree. That's supposed to be good entertainment for kids, whatever. Even Guitar Hero, that game has pentagrams displayed openly. If it shows a little band, while you're playing the game, and there's the floor they're standing on, and there's pictures scrolling up, a pentagram, upside down satanic pentagram, right there on the game. I'm telling you, parents, you got to be more discerning about what your kids are listening to, what they're playing on the video games, the movies they're watching, because they're being influenced, and your children are being stolen from you right out from under your nose. But, of course, I'm going to have people watching this video and attacking me and criticizing me because oh, you fundamental guy, you're crazy. But, I'm telling the truth. So, anyway, I just had to really get this off my chest because this really bothers me about our young people, that they're being influenced into a life of self-destructive behavior, immorality. Well, they'll wind up, they'll wind up in jail or prison, or they'll wind up in the morgue, following the advice of these rap stars, movie stars, singers, rappers. I'm against, following their advice. Oh, yeah, and don't get me started on rap, by the way, before I close this video out. Rap, yeah. Racist and perverted music. Racist and perverted. All they talk about on that music is pimping women out, smoking dope, shooting people, gang activity. And I'm just really puzzled as to why black people would allow their children to be influenced by people like that and call them heroes when these people are low-lives, they're pieces of trash, criminals, and then you wonder why, then these same people wonder why their kids turn out like that. Just, call me crazy. Are they being influenced? I don't know. Common sense to me, clear as mud. But anyway, like I'm saying, I'm just doing this video to warn you parents out there, and again, I'm probably going to boycott CMT. I don't support this Party Down South show. It's disgusting. It's trashy. It's filthy. And it's a bad example for teenagers. And it's just what I'm talking about the cultural decline in this country. And anyway, and how the media is intentionally doing it. There's an intentional agenda to steal your children, it's a battle for souls. They want to steal the minds and the souls and the hearts of your children. make them rebel against you, and teach them the new way. And they're basically preparing them, because we're in the end times, and they're going to prepare them for when the Antichrist comes in, where there will be Satan worship, and they will worship the Antichrist and serve him, and it will not, and it's not going to be a society you want to live in. But these teenagers are being prepared to be the future foot soldiers of the Antichrist. Okay, and basically the New World Order will be based on Satanism, which basically teaches there are no morals, there are no boundaries. Do what if it feels good, do it. Yeah, and that's what these kids are being brainwashed with. And if you notice the heavy metal music, a lot of that has satanic symbols in it, and these rockers like Ozzy Osbourne, Marilyn Manson, and all openly promoting Satanism to your kids. So, and by the way, those boy bands, they're not any better. They talk about immoral sex and everything like that, and all kind of immorality. So, I'm telling you, parents, don't be stupid. You better. I'm telling you, if you catch your kids listening to that stuff, you ought to take that CD player your son or your daughter and throw them on the ground and stomp on them a few good times, man, and be in control of what's going on in your house. But I'm warning you, parents out there, and I'm also using this video to protest this show on CMT partying down south. Thank you, and God bless you.